Nestled in the hills of Virginia, where touching the Hokie Stone means remembering the legends who formed the foundation of a power. Names like Vic and Beamer, and a lunch pail mentality that applies to the Virginia Tech Hokies. We believe we've got a great one in store today, and when you've got a team that makes it into the top 25, now when you go on the road, that's when you prove you belong. As we'll see the number 23 team in the country, the North Carolina Tar Heels, taking on a team from the Big 12, the Virginia Tech Hokies. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Hokies will kick it off to get us underway.
Going all out when it's better.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A first down for the offense. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quickly out to the tight end. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Scanning the field, it's Hurtado. Quarterback moving. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down. Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all offseason, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
They're trying to get to him. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack. Starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Hard running there. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Got his man quickly. At midfield, he's got room. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Power football with the run. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Now, that's what you're trying to do as a defense. Limit those damages when they run the football. Get them on the ground, short gains to set your defense for positive situations down the road.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver now comes in motion. The give to the back. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And the Hokies are in the hurry-up. Quick pass on the jet motion. Pass to 25. And he's brought down after a nice game.
The offense making a statement early in this game. They're going to open the entire playbook, and they're going to show this defense so many different looks and try to keep them on their heels. I love that play call. You could see the defense wasn't sure what was going on.
The Hokies are moving quickly down the field. They'll throw it from the red zone. Got the quick pass. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. And the Hokies trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Snap in the shotgun. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Snowed under by the defense.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. Listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's got his man. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
And what a nice start for this offense. The throw game working, getting the touchdown pass. This quarterback getting a little bit of confidence. This passing game getting in a rhythm. Nice start for this offense.
And the point after is good. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. First down here for the offense. Running to the left. At the 35, he's open. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that we just saw, which can help them get that going.
They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. He wants to throw. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. And the defense gets to the quarterback.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on first down. He'll pull it down and run. Good run on the play, and he slides to avoid the hit.
He does a really good job here. You want to get a huge play. You got to push the ball down the field. You need a bunch of yards. But wait a minute. Now he can just tuck it, scramble, go get you a bunch of yards. Now put you in a great third down situation. Real heads-up play by the quarterback.
They'll have to get it to the 37 on third down. To the air, it's Hurtado. Looking down the middle. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot. The Tar Heels will hustle to the line. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on 4th down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defense.
Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
Off play action. Moves around to clear up the vision. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Oh, picked off. He'll try to take it back. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, the defense was able to get to the QB, and I think that's what really creates the interception. Because of the pressure and because of the hit on the quarterback, it affected the velocity, it affected the accuracy of the throw. The defense comes away with a huge takeaway.
To the air on 1st down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
Back to pass, it's Hurtado. This time he's got his man. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Back to the ground game on the left. They get him down, tough run, picks up 4, they'll mark it at the 19. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try the jet sweep here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Defense was prepared, and I'm really impressed by the eye discipline right now. That's not easy to do. It's not easy to locate that receiver coming across in motion with good timing and getting the jet sweep, but they were ready for that play.
Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. He finds his man. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
I really like this offense staying aggressive. They were in field goal range, but nice job on 3rd down. Forget that. Let's go get the 1st down. Let's throw the football. Nice read, nice catch. Now set up with a 1st and goal situation.
And the Tar Heels are on the move. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Gets it out fast. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it. And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
This defense trying to stand tall on 4th and goal from the 2. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC!
Yeah, and I love calling the QB's number. I don't care if he gets hit down near the goal line, 4th and goal. I need him to make a play. Nice job being decisive, getting downhill, getting in the end zone.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, a couple of ranked teams having at it this week, and take a look at what's going down. Georgia is just getting the backside of those silver britches kicked today. This is the kind of game diehards of other SEC programs have been waiting for. They're trailing by 17 to Tennessee. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wide receiver shows motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. The Hokies come to the line in the hurry-up.
And listen, they didn't get the huge play off of that, but I love the ability to show that and be able to show plays off of that jet motion and just show them you're willing to complete it. But, you know, get those little chunks at a time. It doesn't have to always be a home run. That's still a successful play.
He's out of bounds after a really nice game, but there is a marker on the field. Bunch formation trying to confuse the secondary. Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. Mental errors like that just kill drives. We'll see if they can overcome it. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 2nd down, he'll let it fly. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. And the Hokies will line it up on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Hokies.
And, man, is that perfect timing. You can tell a quarterback drops back. He sees his guy, and he knows he's open. But watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job of getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up.
Oh, look out, there he goes! And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Fast motion from the offense. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. To the 10. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
Yeah, and way to be creative, way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly, get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
He's going to pass. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. 2nd down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Motion from the offense. To the air, it's Hurtado. Gets it out quickly. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Now adjusting. He's going to take off. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. He's looking to throw. Takes the easy throw in the flat. And he's just run out of bounds, maybe living to fight another day there. It'll be a loss on the play. This will be the 7th play of the drive, and they need to convert 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. He's got it. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
And this quarterback wasn't thinking about taking off and running with that one. He was outside the pocket, but he kept his eyes down the field. He kept reading the coverage. He was surveying to find an open target. Accurate throw, and they get the first down.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much.
And it's caught! Touchdown, Tar Heels! He'll try to tack on one more. And it's up and good. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
So just how aggressive can they afford to be as they snap it on 2nd and long from the 13? He's looking to throw. Dances away. Lets it fly. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Man, and that's a big missed opportunity for the running back. I'm trying to find ways to feature this guy and get him the football in space and not just hand it to him all the time. And tell you what, I'm a lot less likely to find those plays if he can't reel in those catches.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. They'll put the tight end in motion. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He slings it deep to the left. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Well, the offense trying to hit the dagger route. You see the receiver, he went down the field, stretched it, made it look like it was going to be a go, put his foot in the ground, try to cut to the inside. They're just not able to be on the same page there.
The Hokies line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Just a few seconds to go here in the first half, and they'll send out the field goal team. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Tar Heels will kick it off to start the second half. He's going to try his luck from the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement.
Ball in the air, intercepted! That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35.
And sticking to the run. I tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass, it's Hurtado. Trying to make magic with his feet. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
Coming to the line, looking for that first down on 3rd and short from the 29. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And the Tar Heels in the hurry-up. Trying to show their strength with the run on 4th down. Tackled, but he has a first down.
Gotta love the physicality on 4th down and short. You know what's coming. They hand the football off to the running back. No secret, but he plays physical, gets behind his pads, and gets the first down.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. Runs through a tackle. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, in that down and distance, you're probably expecting them to throw it way down the field to get the first. Instead, they go push pass, and they did catch the defense off guard. And even though that was a big explosive play, David, they still didn't have enough yards to get it.
Well, and catch me off guard is relative. That's what you would say, the offensive player. I would say, listen, we're playing a little bit deeper because we're not going to give up the first down. We react to the short stuff, and obviously that's a quick, easy pass from the offense. Rally up, make the play, live to fight another down.
The Tar Heels look to keep this drive humming. Turning to the running game on 1st and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, on that 3rd down, they decided to dial up the jet sweep, see if they could get to the outside. Weren't able to do it, though, and now the head coach has a decision to make on 4th.
This is a really big play for both teams. 4th and goal from the 2. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, North Carolina! They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Florida State went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Seminoles ever do that? 60 minutes of football and a convincing outcome, and certainly a game with implications far beyond just the standings, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout.
You got to hold serve at this point, right? You got to drive the field, put some more points up on the board. Yeah, they just scored. You can answer that now and keep this thing close, David.
And I think you're used to that as offense. Like, football is so fast-paced now and you score so quickly, it's not that big of a deal to get down 10. You keep being aggressive.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo. On 2nd down, wants to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Fitzgerald. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Coming after it. Might be looking to run. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
That's why, as a defense, it's so important to win early downs. You win 1st and 2nd down, you set up 3rd and long. Now you can pin your ears back and get after the QB.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. A fair... Called for, it'll give him great field position. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Using the quick game. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UNC! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive this offense down the field and at least put something on the board.
And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. The Hokies moving quickly to the line. Many times the Hokies have had a dynamic threat running the ball at quarterback, but you got to be efficient like this in the passing game.
No doubt, and you got to have some balance on offense. You got to be able to make those plays down the field in the passing game to make you honor it, get some guys out of the box so it's not just running quarterback all the time.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. One back in the backfield, he gets to carry. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. And the Hokies are on the move. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Catch in the middle, it's Mason. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down. Sometimes you have to put it in a tight window, and sometimes the window is gargantuan, and it was there.
Yeah, that was one of them big old huge windows. And I tell you what, when you throw over the middle of the field, a lot of times quarterbacks are a little bit hesitant. When you're that open, it's easy to pull the trigger, easy to make the decision, make the read, get the ball to your receiver.
First down to start the drive after the break. The play action fake. Forced out of the pocket. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This offensive line is not going to like watching the film back tomorrow when they get the opportunity because they have gotten beat time and time again up front, especially in passing situations. All of the hits, all of the sacks this quarterback has taken is the biggest reason why they're going to lose this game.
Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll try the right side. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Quarterback checking the play. On 4th down, going to the air. Finds his big tight end. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Virginia attack!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. So they've got the lead down to 10 here. A little more interesting as they're set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They want to run it left here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Hurtado. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Slips through the line. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. First down here for the offense. Handoff from the gun. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him. The Hokies headed quickly to the line. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Unloads to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly...
Got it! Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. And the Hokies have their offense in high gear. A 1st down run in the red zone. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of pay dirt. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their 1st of the half. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? They'll run it to the left, looking for the end zone. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive, just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box, and still this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They still have the lead here, Jesse, but this would be a good time to put together a drive.
You're right, Reese. You can't rest easy right now. You just watch the opponent drive down the field and score a touchdown of their own, so you've got to answer that here. Your playmakers better step up.
And I don't know what it is about momentum. In all the locker rooms, in all the years, coaching, everything, you can't quantify it, you can't measure it, and the momentum has swung to the other side. You got to get it back.
After the good pickup on first down, let's see if they keep it on the ground. DB's right up on the receivers. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. The Tar Heels get enough for the first down.
And this is a guy that can find you the hidden yardage. That play, he just pushes the pile to get that first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Running toward the tape. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
How many ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays? This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, going full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
And the Tar Heels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the tailback. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Boy, there wasn't much room to wiggle for that running back there.
None at all. Great job by the defense getting in the backfield quickly, closing up all the holes, nowhere to run.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a one-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Ordinarily on 2nd and 10 you might look past, but here you just want to keep that clock moving. Out of the gun, the running back has it. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. Oregon pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Ducks did. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But, boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. Here comes the offense on 1st down. The give to the back. Great move there. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
And that's all you want, right? You want that 1st down, understand the situation, understand I got to get north and south, get a 1st down, get a new set of downs.
So much for the tough field position. One play and you're already to the 35. Might as well give it to him again. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice 1st down execution.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Inside the 45. And he breaks into the open. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. They'll rush to the line. Clock stopped for the 1st down. They'll set the chains and wind the clock. They'll try to get it in with the run. The offense uses a timeout. 20 ticks remaining.
You want to bring in your tight ends? You want to bring in more beef for that offensive line? I'm going to bring in more beef. Nice job by the defense understanding the situation. Red zone, field shrinks. I need more bigger personnel on the field, some big guys that can stop the run. Played the run well. Great job by the defense understanding the situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he drops it. Oh, he dropped it, and the game's over. A chance to win the game. Through them. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably built